Hi, I'm Marissa,
I'm Sarah.
and welcome to I Just Think It's Funny. What's funny? I just think it's funny that that is kind of funny. Hi.
Hi, gang.
Welcome back.
It's time to say I just think it's funny.
I just think it's funny.
Because we just think it's funny.
Ah, we do.
I do think it's funny.
Everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Baseline.
Yeah.
Please excuse me.
Absolutely.
So we have a request from the editor.
Letter from the editor. Sorry, the cat's got a scratching post. One moment.
She does have good timing. She's like...
She does. She loves it when we get started
She's
on
like-
something.
As soon as you're focused, have at her. Is it good?
That's really good.
Look at those little scratchers.
Oh,
And we're
good
done.
job. Nice.
Good
Nailed
work. Oh my god, she's all cattywampus.
it. I know. She's a cat too. That's so funny.
So we have a request from our editor to talk a little bit about how we met
Yes.
and what were our first impressions of each other.
And just those two questions.
Buckle in. It's gonna be a rough one.
That's right.
We hated each other.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god.
I can't even. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, wait.
Be like,
Wait,
oh,
what
this
are
is
you gonna
uncomfortable.
say?
Wait, this is awkward. Are
Oh my
you-
god.
Let's say it at
Okay.
the same time. 3,
And
2, 1. You
I
hated me.
hated you.
I knew it.
Okay.
Fuck.
No. Okay. So, what had happened?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to start or should I start?
Well, you already started, but do you want me to start?
Well, I want you to start.
Okay, I'll start then. This is going
It's
very
going really well.
already. I don't know. Okay, so
Where do you even start?
this one is called The Time I Went to a Fish Fry. So
and met two people.
of the 40 people.
Exactly 2 people.
So my my good friend lived here where we are currently located.
Yeah.
In
Gerbine.
and she went to an event where she was talking to some folks about how her and I were going to be doing a speech at our other friend's wedding that was based on and was going to be basically inspired by the bridesmaids speech from the movie Bridesmaids, the iconic movie.
Yeah. In case you don't know, it's the one where they're going back and forth, and also spoilies, but that's your fault. They're going back and forth on, like, one of the friends comes up and says, so my best friend and I, we go way back and we love each other and we're best friends. And that's all the speeches.
And then the next person comes on and goes, so my best friend, and then they're basically like fighting for
friends,
for friend, and for the being the best friend and for saying the best thing, and it devolves into singing. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's hilarious. Yes. Keep shining. So our friend that was getting married loves Bridesmaids. We used to watch all the time. We think Kristen Wiig is really funny.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is great.
If you haven't seen it, I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Go,
Stop
pause
this. Go watch it.
Come
Return.
back.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And so I knew that I was going to be doing a speech at her wedding, and I was like, if I can find a way to be both like heartfelt and kind while also bringing in this joke, I'm going to. And so I did like an actually nice, thoughtful, meaningful speech, and then had our friend come in and pretend to kind of like fight for a spot, and we basically started singing, and it was only funny to people who got it.
Yeah.
And many of the people were a bit like, okay, because I'm not a good singer. So the fact that we were singing was more of a bit than it was we thought it was a nice song.
Because the bit was the movie, and like
they're
also not singing well in that moment in
the
movie,
so one of those things that you do that embarrasses you but you know is worth it because your friend's gonna laugh at it. So that was our friend was here, and at an event and talking about doing this bridesmaids themed speech. And she happened to be talking to you. And you were like, that sounds funny. That sounds really
sounds
great.
great.
That person sounds hilarious.
I love that. Yeah.
Cut to, I move up here.
Yes.
And within the first, I think, week of me like landing, arriving, we go to we're invited. I a little bit invite myself because I barely knew the person, to a fish fry. That's not a thing that I often go to.
Yeah, but you're like, oh, well, I've just moved here. Maybe that's a thing they do here.
And like people that I know and like are going at this time. It was my one friend.
the friend you had here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll go.
Sure.
I make friends. I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like, also for like context, you've moved here for work and you're like intending to continue to live here for several years.
Yes. There was I wasn't
So
just
you're
moving
like,
for funsies.
well, you weren't like, oh, I'm just moving up here for like a practicum.
Oh,
or like
no. It was
a year.
No,
to, like,
yeah. I
save
had
up, and then,
relocated.
like, yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm moving here.
Yeah, my
Let's
work
try and make some friends.
Yeah, my work relocated me here.
Yeah.
Or the job that I got paid for me to move here, and I was like, cool. I like it. I'm excited about this. I know a couple folks up there already. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
You were not one of those folks.
No. I didn't know you existed.
I just
Well,
think
that's not
it's
true.
funny.
I mean, I guess I heard the story.
It's funny.
Is what we were just saying where
Yeah.
I heard about you,
but you didn't know it was
I didn't know
me in all my glory.
exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were gonna be a fucking dope ass bitch.
Hey. I mean, sorry, did you hear the story? It's embarrassing myself for the sake of my friends. Funny. That's dope ass bitch behavior.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts. So anyway, we go to this fish fry and it's a regular
Sorry, we both just looked.
The cat is in.
For those of you viewing, the cat's trying to get into a cardboard box that's
but also
full of puzzles
in the bag in the box. So there's a combo. I also just for note, let's pause. We need to really give love to Marina is how old?
She's 13.
Mm-hmm. And she is so fluffy.
Yeah.
But hi, we're talking about you.
Oh, and she's just got little flower petals. She was outside earlier.
Yeah, and she also currently has like a boots with the fur energy where you had to cut part of the mats from the fluff.
Because she has such long fur.
Yeah, and they got a bit matted around her legs. So now she just has like naked little legs with like big boots on.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
She looks iconic.
Boots with the fur, with the fur. The whole club is looking at her.
In the club.
We're all looking at her. We're all still lurking. We're lurking. In the club. We all we did. Yes. This is so there's so much happening. We also just saw a kid that we know, not a loose random kid, a friend's kid.
Yeah.
Heading home.
We know the adult better.
Home. Yeah. So we're not about to yell at her, but
yeah. I wouldn't yell at a child. Well, on the street, like
it's a risky
unprovoked.
Game.
That feels.
Yeah, it's a risky game.
Also, they're riding their bike. Like, oh.
Okay, let's come back to this.
Okay,
sorry. We walk into the fish fry, and
she walked into the fish fry.
Like she was walking onto a yacht. This is the type of singing. Off key or in all of the keys at the same time somehow.
And on rhythm.
I don't know how she.
Well, at least you'll be on rhythm.
I'm gonna be on rhythm within a
spectrum of tones.
Yeah, and that's the fun of singing, right?
That's what's just fun about it.
Just loosey goosey, no rhyme or reason.
That's what I'm always saying.
Yeah.
So you walk into the fish fry.
So we walk into the fish.
Were you there first, or was it?
No, y'all were there first.
We were there first.
You, our other friend, and our other friend's partner, and you guys are sitting in the corner, like gremlins. No, you're sitting in the corner looking. Well, I don't say unimpressed, but like chill. Yeah. You weren't like, hey, new people. You're just kind of, you're neutral.
Vibing.
Yeah, you're neutral. Yeah. And so we walk in, the two of us, we say hi to the host.
You and our other friend.
Yeah. I think we gotta come up with some names because there's now too many people. So the friend that I come with is
Um, Renvis.
this is a whole podcast is just a practice in you coming up with names that are not names.
Yeah.
Okay, so Renvis and I enter the space. You are sitting with
Arla and Barla.
obviously Arla, Barla together with you. Renvis and I walk in and we say hi to the host, and then we're like, okay, there's and I don't want to say I was judging anybody in the space. Yeah. Are you still stuck on Arla and Barla?
I'm crying.
Yes, you made up that name.
It just makes it sound like we're in like a
the backwoods
like,
fish fry.
No, like a middle-aged tavern.
What? Middle Ages Tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A fish fry. Okay. So you walk in.
Yeah, and everybody there is fine, but they're also kind of like no one's actively.
It was kind of a strange collection of people too, I feel.
Yeah, I think that not everyone knew each other. They just knew the hosts, and so there was a wide range of people. It wasn't like one friend
Yeah,
group.
it felt like it was like the hosts had invited like their coworkers as well as their like friends from their personal life as
friends
well
from
as
back in the day, their family.
Exactly.
And I feel like it was an interesting vibe, and I think we were just like, okay, let's sit over in the corner because those people look cool, and there was space to sit.
Yeah, we did.
Mostly there was space to sit. There was the only table there
because we were looking so uninvited.
Mean mugging. Yeah. And so then we come in, and right off the bat we're like, hey, how's it going? We're chatting, and then Renvis is like, oh, we spoke at this last event. And then Renvis goes, oh, sorry. Oh, this is my friend, the bridesmaid's friend. And then you guys were like, oh, yes, this is making sense. Because I don't think Renvis remembered meeting you guys. Like, you guys hadn't put it together. You kind of like, we maybe had one conversation one time before.
Right. Yeah. Because I have very vague memories of meeting Renvis because I mostly remember meeting Tibby and Ron.
Yes.
At that party.
Honestly, I don't even know who you're talking about anymore. But we'll get there with context.
Well, it was their wedding. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't. What? They had already been married, I think. I don't remember.
No, Tibby and Ron's wedding?
Yeah.
No. They didn't get married here?
No, they got married in Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyway, so I mostly remembered meeting them.
Right, yes.
And then
having like a passing conversation.
Yeah. So I think like our first conversation with Renvis, I feel like, because also like I think it was their first time with all of those people too. So I think like she was kind of like, maybe I'll like
I think she also
hang back and watch.
Yeah, and kind of left early.
Yeah.
So we sit down and we're like, oh, okay, great. And honestly, not 100% sure what we talked about that night, but we sit down, and then like 5 hours later, we're like, oh, we should go.
Yeah.
We have just been talking this entire time. We have talked to nobody else at the party. Arla's,
and we've just been cackling.
Just bit on bit on bit on bit, and all four of us, because then Arla's partner Barla just leaves at one point.
Yeah, didn't tell us either.
I think he was like, I might go, and then we were like, okay, and then he left, and I was like, oh, that roommate seems nice.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that they were partnered, because I truly was like, I don't know this dynamic.
Yeah, you're like,
he kind of just was like, I'm gonna go, and like they had that dynamic where I was like, I'm gonna go, and they were like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. And so then it's just the four of us just
And
bits.
here's what I remember. Yeah, like bits, but also like I think immediately we started then just like bridesmaid quote, bridesmaid quote, bridesmaid quote.
Random reference. Drop another weird quote that we all get that we're like, yes, okay. Like it just,
because I think then we were like, have you seen like The Heat? And then we
like there's just like so many references to things.
Yeah.
And yeah, at one point they were like, okay, dinner's ready, like come get dinner. And we just like, just in the four of us, like just bit.
We were like, okay, well, let's wait.
Bit.
Wait till there's like a break in the line where all four of us can go.
And then we just like, just the whole time doing bits. Like it was, and just silly. And I think it was really refreshing because I'll be honest, because I was moving like more north and I was a little bit like, oh man, am I going to be, just like not finding my people, only finding fish fry people.
Yeah, is it gonna be a little too conservative?
Yeah, and I was a little concerned, and so within the first week, like meeting people that I was like, oh god, you're gonna be around for a long time.
Yeah,
like, locked in, which is what ended up happening. Is that I was like, we gotta lock this in. And like everyone's like, okay, we're getting ready to go, and I straight up was like, I need your numbers. I need either both, one or both of your numbers. You cannot leave without giving it to me. Am I hitting on you? Unclear. But everyone
was unclear.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, it was unclear to me too. I was a bit like, we'll see what happens.
Really good ally.
I knew I was queer at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you were just like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
But I also was I need a friend.
You need friends. Yeah. No,
I need a friend. We'll see what happens.
And that also was like not like it was all very like, oh, these are going to be really good friends.
Yeah.
I remember like having that thought.
Yeah. And like
also
we're all really hot. So
yeah, also they're very hot.
Yeah, but again, like,
and I am only friends with hot people.
Again,
all my friends are hot. It's not my fault.
No, it's like, like when all your friends are like same vibes.
All your friends are autistic. All your friends have ADHD. All your friends are really bendy.
The Venn diagram is a circle. Yeah, and so then I think we had like a group chat almost immediately and just dumb stuff. And
and I remember like this hadn't happened to me since I was a child. I remember you guys, because we all lived in the same neighborhood, I remember you just showing up and knocking on the door and being like, want to hang out?
Yeah, like kids. Because let's also, for context, I moved in October of 2019. So we hung out for like a couple months, and then pandemic. Like 6 months into moving here, pandemic. So, and thankfully we did. So Renvis and I lived in the same apartment complex.
Yeah.
And then you and Arla lived on the same street at the time, which was about
like 2 blocks.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
2?
Like if we're talking like city blocks.
Oh yeah, like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, not far at all.
Yeah.
And so when we would go on our hot girl walks to stave off the depression during the pandemic, we would just like make the rounds. So we'd like, hey, what are you doing? What's going on?
Yeah, and remember the time you guys just like stumbled upon me and I was outside with Marina with her and her little like denim vest, her little outside leash vest.
And we were like, what? Why is your cat on a leash? Why is she wearing a denim vest? Why does she have boots with the fur?
Yeah, are we doing a photo shoot? It was happening.
So good. We were like, are you just hanging out? And you were like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying it on her.
Yeah, she seems to like it.
Yeah. I didn't have work.
What is happening? It was so fun. But
like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, there was a lot of like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, what are you guys doing? And like we could have messaged. We could have been like, hey, walking over.
Yeah.
But it was more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
again, it was really fun.
Everyone was almost always home.
Yeah, that's true. Because I guess too, we did do a few front lawn or like patio hangouts.
Yes.
At a few different places.
Yes, yeah.
During the old Pando.
Dark times.
Yeah.
But really fun for all of us.
Yeah.
To be friends.
Now we're trauma bonded by that. So we'll be friends forever.
Yeah. You can't leave now.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, and then so my first impressions, it's all a bit of a blur because I just remember being like, you guys are cool and funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think because I met you and Arla as a duo, I was sort of like, okay, Arla's very like I would say like chill, cool, mysterious kind of energy.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're definitely the more like outgoing, loud,
Yeah,
whatever. We're all
yeah,
still participating in the dumb jokes,
yeah,
but you were definitely more
yeah,
silly.
yeah.
So that was
Louder.
my
I was louder about it.
facts.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mostly
and
what it is.
yeah. So yeah, that was my first impression, but I just remember being like, oh my god, these two are so cool. And I did a lot of it was trying to figure out your relationship. Like in my head. Like I was a
Mm.
bit like, are we together? Are those two together? Are all three of them together? Are none of them together? You know
Yeah.
how you're kind
What
of like,
combo?
yeah, which again, I'm
And you're
open
like,
to
"We've
all of
just
it.
met,
I
so
just am
I'm not gonna
curious.
ask."
Yeah, and part of it was like, yeah, I want to be friends, and part of it was like, where's my any openings here?
Yeah.
What's the future look like for us?
Yeah,
Because I do
yeah.
remember at one point we were talking at a different at Timbithy's and Bibithy's.
Mm,
What? See, this is a problem with non-real name. Tibby and Bibby?
no, it was, Tilbin and Ron, something like that. Tilbin and Ron.
Tibby and Ron.
Tibby and Ron. Tibby and
Ron?
Ron. Ron.
That seems weird. We were we
Is it
were
the name?
yeah, so I was like, okay, so a human name? That's
Yeah.
just chaos. We were at their house at one point, and this was like months in to our friendship. And I remember being like, yeah, I think I just gotta find myself like a a hot woman who does all the chores or like provides for the family is like good vibes. And you were like, you mean Arla? And I was like, yeah, totally. Like that's what I'm looking for. And you're like, yeah, we just gotta get rid of Barla or whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
sorry, what, they're dating? And you were like, yeah, it's been for like 8 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. Also, what? How has it now been like months? And I didn't know this.
Yeah. I mean, that's on you.
Maybe I didn't want to know.
Yeah, it's denial a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your impression of me?
Yeah, I think similarly, like I knew that you and Renvis were coworkers, or like no, that you'd met through school.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Like I knew that. So you just like had been friends for a long time, and I was like, Renvis seems cool. This is probably like you're probably very cool, and I was like, also fucking dime piece. What a babe. And I was like, but she's straight.
You just wrote that off right
Yeah,
away.
immediately.
Yeah. That's too bad.
I know.
Could have another world.
I know.
No, never would have landed. Never would have lasted.
No, God no.
Yeah,
we wouldn't get anything done.
Oh God. There was a point where I kind of was like Sarah's pretty cute. I got like maybe I have like a little bit of a crush. But yeah, like the reality of it is like but we're the same.
Yeah.
We can't we need a we
love
we
you
can't,
so deeply as a friend.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah.
We couldn't have.
Yeah. It would never work.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise we wouldn't be here with all the amazing partners. All the amazing both of our amazing partners, but also like the life
harems.
we've created. Yeah. The harems. All of the partners we have that all live different places.
Yeah, all of the families we have, posted different area codes, etc.
But yeah, no, it was it's I remember being like, oh yeah, you know that feeling where you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna be around. But there was a time where we weren't as close, like since then.
Yes.
But part of it was you moved away, part of it was deep pandemic, part of it was like we were all kind of going through it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had moved away, and I feel like we still like kept in touch a little. Yeah, like you know what I just remembered, which was like such a highlight when I had moved away, because I moved away for like 3 years, 2 years, 3 years,
God,
something like that.
I don't know. It felt like a long time.
And then
and like away is like a couple hours
away.
Yeah. So it was away.
Yes. Yeah. It's not accessible. Super a small town too. So like you're not coming there. I mean, yeah, not a lot of people are coming there. But I remember there was one, I think it was you and our other friend who's in improv were
Mhm.
out for dinner at a restaurant or lunch, and I walked in and saw you guys. And and you were like, "Hi, how are you?" And then I like started crying. Do you remember that?
No. No. Where?
I
No,
just started
actually.
tearing up a little bit, and you were
Oh,
like,
no.
"Yeah, like, how are you doing? Like, are you okay? Like, yeah, like, what's going like, how's"
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like we sorry, I just said the place name, Juliet,
Should I
can you
cut that?
cut that?
Yeah.
Um, anyway, so yeah, I was like you were like, "Yeah, how's it going? Whatever." Like, how's things, like, in
Yeah.
your new town? Whatever, like and I was like, "Tough." And I just
Oh,
remember I think,
no.
like, I started, like, tearing up a bit because I think I remembered, like, how good of a friendship we have and, like, how supported I felt in our friendship
Yeah.
and, like, just not feeling that where I was at, you know?
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Oh. No recollection.
Aw, you're welcome.
Aw, I'm such a good
No, yeah,
friend.
it was really nice.
Aw,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I do yeah, that was rough, and I think, again, it was, like, a big life changes kind of on both sides, and so it wasn't, like, an intentional and I think we also were not as close as we are now. We were, like, good friends, but
Yeah.
we weren't as close, and so you moving sucked, and I have a video of you leaving, because we did, like, a goodbye or something,
Oh my
and then I
god.
took a little, like, 1 second today because
We
I do
should
it. You were
rewatch
just
it.
like and then, like, that's it. Yeah, and I just remember being like, "Ah, yeah, that sucked 'cause we had, like, good people here, and then you're gone," kinda thing, but yeah, yeah. I'm, like, faintly remembering you being like,
Yeah.
"It's not great." Cut to, you move back.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I moved back, and then I'm, sobbing on your couch.
Yes, yeah, 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 yeah. Which again is like that's how
Yeah,
you know you're good friends when you're like, "Yeah, come on back in. Come back,"
exactly.
right? Which is what had happened. You came back and you were like, "That was really tough. That was a choice." And then we healed and we grew.
Yeah, and now here we are. And then we couldn't shut up, so then we were like, "Let's start a
Oh
podcast."
my god,
You
stop
know?
talking. And it's like people are gonna love what we have to say.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was I think that's it. That's how we met.
Yeah, and, yeah, my first impressions, yeah, also were like, "Yeah, you seem very cool. Um, this is definitely somebody I wanna be friends with."
I also think um if I had been here longer, maybe more settled, I maybe wouldn't have been in that mode of, like, "I gotta make friends," and I maybe wouldn't have, like, insisted on getting your numbers and, like, staying friends,
Yeah.
and I think that speaks a lot to as we get older, how we kind of, like, don't wanna put ourselves out there, and,
Yeah,
like, it
actually,
feels
that's
weird
so
to be like,
true.
"Do you wanna be friends?" as
Yeah.
adults, but I also think if I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be here, and you've, like,
Yeah.
changed my life or whatever for the positive,
Oh my god, me
blah,
too, whatever.
whatever, whatever, whatever.
Whatever.
I love you, you're the best, whatever.
Yeah, no, you do.
And I feel like, yeah, sometimes when we get stuck in our little ways, we don't, we meet someone, we're like, that person was super cool, and then you, like, go home and tell somebody, like, talk about it to your friends or your partner,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I met a really cool person."
That's it.
Yeah, and so I
Yeah.
think the sort of I don't wanna say desperation, but kind of the space of, like, I'm here, I'm new, and I might not meet people like this again. I
Yeah.
need to, like, stay in contact made a
Yeah.
huge difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, and so that's a reminder to, ask for the phone numbers.
Yeah.
Get that get that contact info.
Get them
Get those
digis.
deets. What are
Can I get it? Can
people
I
what
get
are
your
the kids
number?
saying?
Can I get it? Oh, that's old school.
"Can I
That's
get your
Mad TV. Can
number?"
I get it? Can I get that number? The back of your head is ridiculous.
Yeah, 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 look that up if you haven't seen it.
That's more old school.
That's very old school.
That's less
But I
known.
wonder what are the kids saying to, like
Well, they don't call, they just
they
text,
only
and
text.
I know that Snapchat was out
Snap
then
yeah,
in, then
Snap, like,
out.
big again?
I
I
don't know,
don't
man. Honestly, good for
'cause
Snapchat and the
also
longevity.
all the teens are just sharing their locations with each other too, all the time.
Wild.
I know.
How do you do anything nefarious?
I know.
I guess you don't.
Can't lie about anything.
I don't know what I was lying about. No,
I
I
don't
wasn't at the
know.
grocery store. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, like, sometimes you're like, I don't want to hang out.
Yeah, that seems stressful.
Yeah.
And like also that would really hurt if you were like
Hanging out with
watching and you
people
saw your
without
friend.
other
Yeah.
people. Like, yeah, right? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Anyway, I digress.
Me too.
Good. That's it. I think that answered the questions. Good
Yeah.
vibes.
Good vibes. Cool
Next.
stuff. Should we do a chime check?
Yeah, we're halfway.
Oh. Okay, great.
Friggin' nailed it. So you had an exciting appointment. Do you want to talk about it?
Excuse me.
Couldn't do that in space.
You can't burp in space per our last episode.
See the last episode.
See last
Reference
episode.
last episode.
If you haven't,
see above.
If you didn't know that, you haven't listened to our last episode. So go back and listen, and then you can come back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So today, I went to the doctor. I went to my appointment with the gender clinic.
Say more.
And they submitted the referral to how do I put this? Chop off my titties.
And that's it. That was it. That was the way. So you said one request to chop off the titties.
I will take 2 less titties, please.
Yes, and they said, okay. Do you want to keep the nips? And you said, we will see. And then I actually don't. I think that's
pretty close, actually. That's pretty close. Yeah, I have to talk to the surgeon about that.
It's like the logistics of reapplying. Attaching. That feels weird, but it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes the nipple doesn't take.
It's true. It's true. So we did have a conversation about that. Because there's the option to not have a nipple, but there's also surgeries where they don't have to take off the whole nipple.
Mm-hmm.
They keep the
Is it called a lollipop?
No, it's like a buttonhole or like a
right, because lollipop is like breast. I want to say enhancement or reduction, maybe. Oh God! Again, we are not experts, and here we are just talking.
I have no idea about that.
Okay, again, we're talking in your lived experience. So
what I know from today.
Yeah. Okay. So you said I don't want these anymore.
Yeah, haven't wanted them ever. Maybe
see a couple other episodes.
Yeah. And so then the doctor was like, great. First though, I walk in and the doctor says, have we met before?
Uh-oh.
And I said, no, I don't think so. And then the doctor says to me, sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, that I must have, you must just look familiar or whatever. And so then,
sorry, you must look familiar. Yeah.
She says, you must look familiar. That's fine. And so then I was like, okay. So let me keep talking. And then as we're talking, I'm thinking, I wonder if she's been to improv. Because we were just having this conversation with our improv group where we were saying, it's funny, there's a lot of doctors been coming to improv lately.
Okay, that could be worse.
Yeah.
Because my instinct was like, did you guys kiss?
Oh.
Yeah, like I was like, ooh, should she not be supporting you medically? But no, you're saying.
Yeah, she was like, oh, yes, because our one member of improv is a doctor. And so they know each other. And so this doctor was like, yeah, she's really funny. You guys are very funny. That's absolutely where I know you from. That's hilarious.
So in the same vein, my therapist has been to multiple of our shows.
Yeah.
Again, smallish town, right?
Yeah.
And I remember like we had been seeing each other for some time, and then we're at the show getting ready, and she walks in and she's like, hey, and I was like, hi, how's it going? And again, there's like where she's like, I won't acknowledge that I know you, but I mean I can. And so I straight up was like, hello.
Welcome.
You'll understand so much more about me.
Yeah, this is this will be like a good precursor for our next session.
Exactly. I was like, taking notes. Just kidding. I'm not out here just doing therapy on stage.
No, I do save that for my therapist.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to make jokes about it though,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
obviously.
which I did. Okay, so she knows you, she's like, "You're very funny," and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, stop, I have a girlfriend."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I'm taken. Um, so yeah, we were yeah, talking about all the options. They have to run through this like intake form that's like family history and like what do you like, they do ask you like what do you like understand or feel
Mhm.
about like your gender identity, gender journey, like
Cool.
where are you at, when did that start,
Mhm.
like what were those feelings, like that kind of
Mhm.
stuff.
Do you wanna clarify for the readers, for the audience? Dear readers, that your gender identity, are we still using she, her? Are we
Yeah, so we've landed on she, they.
Mhm.
Either's fine, anything but he
Mhm.
is mostly where I've landed.
Mhm.
And that was something that we've talked about because, like, growing up, I was never comfortable having breasts. Like,
Mhm.
they started coming in, and I was like, great, let's strap them down.
At what age?
12,
Oh, yeah.
11.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. And I'm,
Also, for context, like, very religious,
yeah.
upbringing, so
Yeah.
also, like, gender expectations put
Yeah, so
upon
there
you.
was, like, that part of it too, like, not wanting to be perceived, but, and maybe, like, not perceived as, like, sexual, but
Yeah.
also, like, not perceived as a woman.
Yeah, as girl or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because like, prior to that, it was really easy to just, like, hang out with everybody
Yeah.
and, like, not feel weird. Um, and then, I think as I got older, what happened too is, like, even after I came around with, like, deciding to, like, be true to, like, my queerness
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like, stuff like that, um, I
Which you also knew
s
at a young age.
which I also, yeah, like, understood
Knew, but
internally at a young age, but, like, didn't have the words or, like, reference to understand. And then uh, as I got older, started to see like people transitioning like on YouTube and stuff,
mm,
like when I was in my like early 20s. And
am I gay?
yeah, for
Mhm.
some reason I was getting a lot of trans content.
So interesting,
No
yeah,
idea why.
yeah.
So I was like all these people who were like, "Hi, this is me 1 week on tea. Hi, this is me 20 weeks on tea," or whatever.
I do love
I
those.
love those so much. And like part of it is just like the queer joy of like
Yeah,
seeing people just like,
coming to their own.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like feeling like so confident in themselves and
Mhm,
whatever. But part of what I felt for myself was like, well, I don't want to be a man.
mhm.
So I guess that's not for me.
That's not me, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so, thank God for Gen Zs. Uh just really saying fuck the pronouns.
Mm, mm,
I
mhm.
feel like they've really um helped push the uh narrative, I guess, or like push the mm, boundaries of
Mhm.
like the larger public's understanding
Yeah,
of
yeah,
gender,
yeah. Yeah,
you
so
know?
true, so true.
Yeah.
And so then, yeah, you're like, "Okay, so I'm not transgender because I don't wanna be a man, so that's not for
Mhm.
me. I guess
Mhm.
I'm just unhappy in my body forever?"
Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. I was like, well, I guess there must be lots of women who just hate having breasts and feel like a sense of impending doom every time they get their period.
Impending doom?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But then also doctors are like, oh yeah, that's like something to do with your hormones. That's like,
Ugh, yeah.
yeah,
They're not, like, supporting the conversation of, like, "Hey, this might be something
yeah.
else.
Is this
It's
like maybe
bigger?"
a psychological thing because
Yeah. This does not
you don't?
yeah.
Yeah, it feels traumatic for your body to be doing this every month.
Yeah, yeah. And like you've also said before, like You never needed one, never needed the proof that you weren't pregnant,
Yeah.
not a concern, don't need that
Yeah,
notification.
exactly,
Can,
right?
hit snooze on that one.
Yeah, yeah, can we just, like, perma snooze? Hit a do not disturb on that, like
Okay, and so then at what point do you realize like, oh, there is an option that is not fully transitioning to man, but just maybe like doing like some sort of body modification that makes me feel like myself?
Yeah, yeah, and I think, like, really, it wasn't maybe until the last, like 6 years or so that I've really been like
So what I'm hearing is I came into your life and you were like, I want to be my true self. You're welcome.
exactly, exactly,
You're
and to bring
welcome.
this back to us meeting.
I walked in, I said, you probably don't even need those. And you
Yeah,
said,
you actually should just chop those off.
okay.
Yeah.
So about 6 years you've been kind of like processing this concept.
However,
Yeah.
though, I will say, um, like, I think, like, having you in my life as a friend, has also, like, certainly played a part in, like, me having, like, a more expansive understanding of, like, myself and also, like, um, so many other things, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I feel
Mhm.
like, partly because I feel like we can really, like, talk about
Yeah.
a lot of things, like, at a very, like, uh, in-depth level,
Mhm.
I guess
Mhm.
is what I mean, like, um,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that I fully agree, and I think that just kind of speaks to that like ability to like unmask and be like your
Mhm.
true self.
Yeah.
You kind of get past the like, who am I maybe pretending to be, even if I don't really realize it. And so then you are able to then unpack like, oh yeah, what matters to me deeper than this.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think, yeah, like, I think just, like, yeah, it speaks to, like, surrounding yourself with people who, like, s value and appreciate the, like, things that are genuine about you,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, because like, the more, like, I felt like I could unmask around, people like you and, like, our
Mhm.
friends
Mhm.
and, stuff like that, like, uh, yeah, I think, like, probably started to align more with, like, understanding
Mhm.
my own, like, yeah, gender and where I land on that. Because like, I've also explored, like, being more, like,
Mhm.
femme but even
Mhm.
that, like, I would never say I ever, in my most feminine, was, like, hyper femme.
Mhm.
Like, I've
Mhm.
never even been able to reach that level, and, like, wearing dresses and stuff was always, like, it felt like playing dress up a bit,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah, like a character.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, yeah, yeah, but also then, like, never identifying with, like, fully, like, a male
Mhm.
identity either. And also, I think this is another piece is, like, recognizing the privilege I have of being able to be in female spaces,
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
because that's also so special and
Mhm.
so, like, beautiful.
Mhm.
Um
And I do think that, again, like anecdotally, but I have heard this like quite a few times from trans men, is that that is a loss, like things that they don't
Yeah, like
realize.
sisterhood, you know, or, like, that kind of, like,
Yeah.
feeling of, like
Yeah. Of being with the girls,
mhm.
whether you identify as a like a woman or not, like that losing that space, especially like the one I'm thinking of was like being in like the women's bathroom
Yeah.
and being able to like, yeah, there's a certain level of, like, care, that kind of, like, expands out from that. It's not just a bathroom, but it is
Yeah.
that, like, yeah, sisterhood, and I
Yeah.
think that that is important too and is a sad loss. Not that I
Mhm.
think that all trans men just lose that. I think
No,
you can just
yeah.
maintain those relationships and that closeness, but
Yeah.
that there is maybe it's not built in the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, like, obviously, like, we know there's so many issues with, like, patriarchy and misogyny and the, culture at large around, like,
Mhm.
how to be a man.
Mhm.
Um, and I feel like, uh, yeah, that feels like it also doesn't feel like something that feels important. or like it not important, but like it doesn't like resonate with me, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
like in a way where I'm like would identify
Mhm.
like that,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
I think it's really interesting too that as we all grow, understand, learn more about like trans experiences, there is that acknowledgement that like technically you would fit under maybe like a trans umbrella because you are someone who was born and then was like, this body doesn't necessarily match what I want it to look like or what I feel. But it doesn't mean like I was born a girl and want to be a boy. Like there's so many different versions of that. Like, and
Yes.
that's again like why like gender affirming care is everything from like extreme, not extreme, but like very serious surgery
Yeah,
everywhere
yeah.
to like getting the right nail color. Like
Exactly.
it can
Yeah,
be
like getting
anything
your
and
hair done
yeah,
or
we're
like
all
yeah.
participating it wherever regardless of where we are on our like gender expression. Everybody is doing things that makes them feel more what they want to
Yeah, like
or
the clothes you put on in the
yeah,
morning is like gender affirming
absolutely it
care and
is. Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah. And so I think when we're like, no, people can't have gender affirming care, and then there's like a man getting a toupee or getting like hair plugs, you're like,
Yeah.
well, damn, man, that's
Yeah, or
exactly what
taking
we're talking about.
testosterone
Yeah.
or like steroids and you're
Yeah.
like, well, that is also gender affirming care
Right.
in
So
its
is
own
getting
way.
a nice
Yeah.
shave. Like all of these
Exactly.
things are
Yeah.
affirming what you want to present as, and
Mhm.
that's affirming your gender. So it's gender affirming care. Period.
Wake up, sheeple.
I like having conversations like this that are a bit more nuanced about things like this because I do think it's sometimes in advocacy we have to push sort of like the like one version of the example so that people accept it,
Yeah.
and then we lose the nuance of like, yeah, you could be considered a transgender person because of this, the same as someone who is like has done and is planning on doing no things
Mhm.
to their body and, is just expressing themselves. Like those are all
Yeah.
part of the spectrum. It's not just like, you know, the surgeries that we're giving out
Yeah, for free.
for
Yeah.
free.
Well, and this is the other thing too is like I still identify as like I still am like happy to identify as like a lesbian. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
with like even though I don't solely identify as like a woman,
Yeah.
like that doesn't quite feel right. I still feel like the like or at least my understanding of like lesbian
Mhm. Mhm.
culture is
Mhm.
like still where I very much like
Mhm.
identify. And so I
Mhm.
feel like it's also like a good point to remember like that also the labels mean what you want them to and
Yeah.
also nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. All words are made up.
Yeah.
Therefore, all labels constantly shifting. Yeah, and like words are important, and
Yeah.
there is value in being able to like express your feelings. Like for example, when you were like, "I didn't know being queer was an option" because no
Yeah.
one talked about it. Like that language is
Yeah.
important there, but also we can't stick too closely to it because otherwise we maybe get lost in the specificity, and if we can't find a label we feel a bit like, well, what's wrong with me, when it's like, well,
Yeah.
just the language hasn't adapted.
Mhm.
um I also think that I also kind of went through my own journey with like, yeah, am I she her, am I she they, am I they them, just exclusively because I do feel for me it's like very important. My experience as a woman is very important to me,
Mhm.
and so but then for a while I was a bit like, I don't think that I am woman in the way that folks are maybe thinking in some ways, and that felt
Yeah.
disjointed a bit, and so for a while I also was like, I don't know that I wanna claim this version of woman that is being kind of pushed on me, but the experience growing up as a girl and as someone who identifies as or identified as a woman at the time was like very formative, and there's something that can't be like, I can't we can't strip that of it as well. And I know that my partner, like, similarly, well, they're like, yeah, that experience was really important, but the title never aligned. And I feel like
Yeah.
there's something to be said about like growing up socially as a woman that is also really important, that we want to include and don't want to erase.
Yeah.
However, that does not mean we are saying people who did not grow up as women should not be included in feminism.
Exactly.
Mrs.
Yes.
Roebling. Yeah.
Joanne.
Or sorry, Robert Galbraith.
Bob.
Bobbert. I like Bobbert.
Bobby Gilby.
But yeah, so I think that I've kind of landed at like as like she and they feel good for me, because I
Yeah.
think I am both neither and all kind of energy for me.
Mhm.
Like I'm not just, but I'm also, And then there's a whole conversation about like feminine energy versus masculine energy, and like, are
Yeah.
we attracted to, especially in like heteronormativity
Yes.
and the comp het energy of like, am I attracted to man or am I attracted to masculine energy? Because those are not the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, which is interesting, because yeah, I feel like I also have, like I've, like, been with maybe, people who identified as women, but, like, had more, maybe innate, like, masculinity,
Mhm.
and also women who, are more feminine.
Mhm.
And I feel like there is, like, maybe a bit of a difference, but I feel like that's also you can experience that, like, dating anybody,
Yeah,
right?
again,
Like, everybody
because
has
that
their
energy
own
is
internal, like, levels of, like, "I just think it's funny."
there's a certain level of funny we all think it is. But yeah, like people like that energy does not exclusively exist in one gender or another,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is, I mean, duh.
yeah.
It's an energy, and it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's
It's
a
a
freaking vibe,
vibe.
brother.
It's a freaking vibe.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
also think that when folks like start to be able to come into their own body more safely, they also then can experience like that femininity or masculinity, like that flow a bit more. Like I don't want to speak on behalf of my partner because this is their story to tell, but for example, they were with folk, like their past relationships had been more like they were the masculine one, and
Yes.
there was a feminine one kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, they also within like the lesbian community felt a certain level of
You're the boy one.
having to do the boy things,
Yeah,
kind of thing, and that like
yes.
that masculinity was like put upon them,
Yeah.
that they had to kind of play up. And so being able to, when we got together, when I was like, yeah, no, it's like you as a person, less like the masculine
Not
things you
because you
do.
can do things for me.
Yeah, because I can do everything for myself,
Yeah.
but I like to watch you do the drilling.
Yeah,
But
it's better if you move the
yeah,
tires.
exactly. Because I think as soon as they were able to sort of like, okay, you're not just with me because I'm presenting as the boy one, then they were able to lean back into femininity in a way that I think that they had kind
Mhm.
of closed off.
That's so beautiful.
I think it was really
That's
beautiful.
really beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, I think that that's true too, because I do think that there is like in my like exploration of my gender, like I think I had to lean into like some of the femininity to explore that depth and be like, it's not comfy here.
It's not it.
But there are pieces of it
Yeah.
that are comfy, and there are pieces of it that do work for me and do make sense in
Right?
like the way I present in the world and feel. Like I just got a pedicure with like some cute pink and green toes yesterday.
Suck yeah.
And sometimes like I love to have a cute pedicure, but like I also am not ever going to be able to successfully put on mascara, and that's okay.
And you know what? It's because you're left-handed, not because of
And that's really what the issue is.
And that's the problem. It's because you keep smudging your eye as you write across your face.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, maybe do you
Well, and
no,
then it's
just
backwards in the mirror.
you have to try to read it back. You're like, which eye?
Yeah.
You have like decently long lashes.
Yep. They're fine.
But you can okay, you know what?
Well,
That's
and
fine.
so okay, so this is the thing. I don't know what your experience is with lashes in terms of having done other people's or like having other people have done yours.
Remember I was in dance?
Yeah, exactly. So you
So
will have an opinion on this probably, as you do
I
on
already
most
do.
things.
I already have an opinion. It's that you're taking
So
too
my
long to take
friend
your
in
point.
high school
Yes,
would
sorry.
try to do my eyelashes with mascara, and one of her comments. I mean, okay, so two things. I could not stop my eyes like blinking, twitching. Couldn't stop. Just watering, and then also like she would be like, "Your eyelashes are so straight, like they
Yeah.
just like."
Yeah, they're pretty straight, yeah.
And so, are your eyelashes naturally that curly?
Every hair on my body is curly.
Okay.
So yeah, they I've never used they are. Think about it. I've never had to use like an eyelash curler because they're already curly, and so
So you'd
they
like
would just
loop them back.
yeah, and be a whole thing.
You have a ringlet.
Just a
I
tube.
mean, honestly,
Mm.
is that a
Okay, but so
yeah?
did you feel some type of way that you have straight lashes?
Um, no, but I guess um, I was like, well, yeah, my lashes aren't built for mascara then.
I don't think that I don't think mascara can only go on curly lashes. Sounds like you were like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Must be that I don't have the
Yeah,
bone structure for it.
for some reason, my eyes were just twitching the whole time.
Yeah,
Just
somebody was coming close with a
yeah,
tool and something about it.
something about it was really. But I got laser eye surgery, no problem. Imagine.
That's wild to me. We have to talk about that another time because
Well,
that was a wild.
we'll put it on the list.
That was wild.
Yeah, we should talk about it.
Just
It was
sliced
crazy.
straight open with lasers. I don't want to talk
Yeah,
about
we'll
it.
talk about it later.
Talk about it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was shocking. Anyway, yeah. Anything else you want to say about your gender journey?
Well, now I have to wait 4 months probably before they call me to talk about which surgeon I might want to try to be on the wait list for.
Yeah.
So then we'll
Great.
see.
So 4 months
To
get
talk
a
about
call
a wait
about a
list.
wait. Yeah, and this
Yeah,
is
could
what's
be a year or
what's
two.
tough. Yeah. At this first intake appointment, you didn't like you're just answering questions. There's no like
Yeah.
because things would change.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
need
it's
to see
no
nothing there.
there's
Like,
no point.
yeah. Yeah. But speaking of going to the gym, which is what we're doing next, I really got to work on bulking up
Your pecs.
my pecs.
I think we do a great job.
I know.
But we can do
We
more.
just got to keep at it, you know.
More chest.
We got 4 months
to get a phone call.
to get a phone
And
call.
then we'll know how
to be
many more months we have.
on a wait list for probably a year to 18 months.
Free healthcare.
Yeah. Anyway,
Universal healthcare.
okay.
Cool. Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing. Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing your journey and speaking for every single person who's ever listened.
Yes.
I'm excited to hear what happens.
Thank you. Me too. What'd you learn today?
I learned that you thought I was a dime piece when I came in, and two, that there's a buttonhole nipple situation that I thought I knew more about. And okay, this isn't something that I learned, but I just like love you a lot, and I think you're really great, and I'm happy that we're doing this.
Oh my god, me too. I learned also today at my appointment about the buttonhole surgery, and that it's actually really wild. There's a column of nerves
Yeah.
and stuff, and in innervation, and
Yeah.
so then they can move your nipple, but only as far of a distance as that
Well, duh. Yeah,
is
that makes
long.
sense.
So like, if
But
you
aren't
need
you?
a
Oh, I
nipple,
see.
like, because the nipple alignment's different if you're a boy or a girl.
So okay. So now, sorry, one more question.
Yeah.
So because we're whatever, we're here, the whatever. So hypothetically, if you had bigger boobs, you have more space
Yeah,
for
yeah.
nipple movement. But then you would like what, fold it back on its own and just put it like
Yeah, I mean, if you
tucking
have
it in.
too much, then I guess
Are
you're
they
just
trimming
tucking it
it? Or are
back.
they
No,
just
no, 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 because that's the whole point is so that
they
you
want
can
to keep all the
retain nipple
nerves?
sensation.
Oh, I love that for you. Okay, cool, cool,
I
cool,
said
cool.
that didn't matter to me that much.
Wow.
Doesn't.
It might. It might. It might.
I
Maybe.
already don't have much sensation.
Well, maybe if you just have a chest and you want people to touch it.
Let's wrap this up.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What did you learn today? Oh yeah, about
I
buttons, button hooks,
also about the buttonhole surgery with the
the nerves. Yeah.
in the nipple, the nerves stuff. And oh, as I was walking out of the doctor's appointment, I was like, "Now you've seen me perform. I've seen you perform."
You sent the podcast link. You said
I'm
number
sending her
3
this
fan.
podcast after. Yeah. Yeah, and I also already knew this, but I am also so grateful for you, my sweet, sweet friend.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice.
Go hug your friends.
Yeah, go hug your friend. Make friends. Ask for people's
Go
numbers.
ask for someone funny's phone number and then hug them.
Because it could change
If
your
they
life. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you, An hour even.